In life, we all have those eureka moments. Moments where our entire reality is flipped upside down, where all of our limiting beliefs are challenged, where our paradigms and things and the ways we believe the world operates completely reboots, completely resets. And so today, I am intending this message to do that for you, to reset your life in the best way possible, to reset your life in a way that serves you, in a way that honors everyone around you and yourself, to challenge any limitations that you're facing in your mind, in your heart, in your relationships, in your work, to tap into vulnerability and to create a new life that's based on courage. This is your friendly reminder. If you're catching the replay, you can always 2x your speed or click the timestamps below to jump straight to the message. Before we start, I'm going to kind of do an energy check, let you guys know what we're working with here. So some signs that you guys might be seeing are hummingbirds, cherry tomatoes, butterflies, and yellow butterflies in particular have been very important recently. Also, butterflies flying out into traffic. I've seen that 3 or 4 times. And I'm like, what are these butterflies doing? They don't need, like, they're endangering themselves. But they always make it. Every time I've seen it, it happened once in my hometown, and then it happened when we were in Tennessee a few times. I saw it. The idea of a rock solid gratitude practice and kind of like the eyeball that you see everywhere for consciousness, like that eyeball. Then this card came out when I was doing my pre-work. It's "You can't dim her light. She's effing solar powered." See, can you see that? There you go. So we're going to pull an affirmation from that deck, but I wanted to share that with you guys. There's something about the solar eclipse coming up, solar energy, that's really important right now. So make sure you're getting your time outside, you're soaking in that vitamin D. And then the last thing I want to share with you guys, actually 2 other things. We'll start with this. There is a book my sister let me borrow. It's called My Friend Fear: Finding Magic in the Unknown by Meera Lee Patel. Now, I haven't finished it. You guys can see, I'm not done yet. A little bookmark. But it's really pretty. It's got like watercolors and lots of beautiful designs. And I saw this part at the very end before going live, and I wanted to share it with you. If you want to give anything worthwhile of yourself, you have to feel completely exposed. And that's a quote from Charlotte Rampling. What a beautiful message to go with our topic today. You're going to reset your reality. To do that, it's going to be very exposing. All those limiting beliefs are going to come to the surface. All of the things that you have taken to be true. Sorry, my battery's dying. That you have taken to be true over the course of your life. You're going to look at them with fresh eyes, new eyes, and you're going to share your thoughts with others. Before we begin, I want to go ahead and do some breath work. We're going to do a simple box breathing exercise today, where we're going to breathe in through the nose for 4, hold that breath for 4 seconds. Then you're going to breathe out through the mouth for 4 seconds, and then you're going to hold another 4 seconds. So you're just building a box while you breathe, okay? We'll do 3 rounds of this breathing. While you're breathing, begin saying goodbye to your old life. Begin saying goodbye to your old limitations, your old challenges, and begin welcoming your new reality, your new paradigm, your new truth that you're going to live by, okay? We're going to do 3 rounds. Ready? Let's begin. Very nice. Throughout the reading, I encourage you to continue coming back to your breath. Throughout your day, throughout your week, continue coming back to the breath. It connects you with your body, connects you with now. Now is where your life is lived, not in some faraway, scary future or some idealized, almost there, now. Okay? The other thing I forgot to mention um, was a song that I've been wanting to share for a while with the community. The music video is a bit graphic. If you do watch it, you're warned it is a bit graphic. But I thought it went really well with this topic today, the idea of resetting your reality, completely challenging old paradigms and old thoughts. And the song is Stand in Your Power. I'm going to link it in the description so you guys can check it out. But it's pretty much the death of the good girl, right? Appeasing, being quiet, being good, smiling, um, being seen and not heard, or, being, what's the word? Having yourself covered. What is it? Modest. Being modest versus provocative, and being a slut and being pure, and all of the different things, fat and skinny, um, that you hear throughout your life. And standing in your own power, which is your own truth, and understanding that you get to choose who you're going to be. You get to choose the reality you want to experience. You have no control over the life you were born into, but you have control over how you're going to respond to that environment. So today, this is going to be our invitation. You may have noticed I'm back at the house. I didn't feel like driving an hour just to be at the office for a little bit. So we're here today. But that being the case, if you are returning to the channel, these are the decks I used last year. So we're using a throwback. We're going to use the Maiden's deck today to this message that resets your reality. Message that resets your reality. Since it's a little bit different than normal, I'll just pull our reading today. We'll also pull an affirmation card, and then I'll switch over to personal readings because I don't have any of my other decks. They're at the office. There's such a presence of stillness today. Do you feel it? The stillness within you, the watcher within you, the awareness that processes everything that you experience, the system that is registering everything you see. It's not emotional. It's not judgmental. It just is. It exists. It always has, always will. That's the presence I feel today. And there's a humbleness there, a tenderness, an ancientness. Here to usher us into our new reality. All right. Maiden, what is the message that resets this collective's reality, please? What message do they need to hear for their highest good? We have the sun on the bottom of the deck. What did I tell you? Oh, let's see. What did I tell you guys about that solar energy being important? Check out the eclipse, okay? I need to be more intentional and figure out when that is. Maybe I can make a post for you guys. I feel like this is going to be about tapping into your inner child. You know, when we think about the soul and the witness state, as soon as a baby's born, they don't have an identity yet, right? They're not Susie who works at the paint shop or Tommy who changes your tires. They're just an aware being experiencing everything around them. So with the sun being at the bottom of the deck, I really do feel like this is going to be tapping back into that childlike energy, that curious energy, where you're just trying to chase your passions and your joys. Yeah. The first card we got is the Eight of Pentacles. The second card we got is the Ace of Swords. And the third card we got is Temperance. Oh my, I'm dripping over here. Sorry, guys. Okay. Oh, I don't have my crystals either. Oh, sad day. Do I have any here? I don't see any. It'll be okay. The message that resets your reality. The reboot that your system needs. You've been working too hard. You've been working too hard, friend. It's time to put down the hammer. It's time to put down the stake. It's time to put down the chisel. Your reality has been built around work, proving yourself, showing up and being consistent, or the lack of that ability. That's what your paradigm has been, your reality. But the sun is rising on a new day, a new reality, one where you're not expected to be consistent, not expected to be consistent in a way that is disciplined, but you're expected to be consistent in a way of devotion. Because that motivation lands differently in your body. It's not a chore. You don't have to do something. You're not working and working and working because it's expected. You're not working and working and working because you have to make ends meet. You're not running in scarcity. Yeah. I feel like you've had to work since you were a kid. Before you were even old enough to understand what it meant. To understand you're allowed to have boundaries in your work. You came into the workforce with optimism. You're like, yeah, I can do this. I can make a difference anywhere I go. And you did. You left your mark. But your new reality doesn't require force. Your new reality requires clarity. It requires truth. You know, I talk about Alison Armstrong a lot. I love Alison. Her work is amazing. And she talks about big T's and little T's, big truths and little truths, big truths, things you can't deny, right? You throw something up in the sky, it's going to come down. It's physics. The sun is going to rise in the east and it's going to set in the west. But then there's little truths, and that's truths that are true for you and truths that are true for me. And I feel like for a long time, you've been hammering away at life, just doing what you're told, filling out the next pentacle that was handed to you without questioning whether that was your truth. I'm hearing something about maybe you were in a family company, carrying on the family business. You just took up the mantle, took up the work. That's where you were expected to do. But today, you're being invited to look at the thoughts you have about your work. Can you be yourself in your work? Yeah. Can your inner child run and play? Ever since I was a kid, I've always had a strong sense of justice. I've never liked bullies. And I find it interesting that there's some things that you come in with as children, just personality traits, right? So when you're evaluating your work, think back to what has always been important to you. What is the core truth of what has been important to you? And that's your little T. That's what you're going to compare. Not compare, that's how you will make your decisions. When we have to make decisions and we don't know what to do, it feels like we have different chords in our mind. Different thoughts are different chords, right? And they're going everywhere. But when you have your truths clear and known, you use that truth to cut away every single thought, every single belief that isn't in alignment with your truth. The truth is the cord that remains. And I'm hearing you may have some resistance with the masculines in your life. You may get some stern looks, some judgmental statements when you begin to approach your life in a way that does have boundaries. Right? I was talking about not having boundaries earlier, that does have boundaries. When you balance your desires, following that passion, that childlike passion, with your new reality, understanding just because you lived a certain way in the past doesn't mean you have to now. Every day you choose who you're going to be. Every day you get to show up with this sword, the sword of truth, and decide, what beliefs am I going to believe today? What thoughts am I going to let float around in my head? Do I want to continue to believe that I'm stuck in this job that I don't want to be at? But think about it in the replay. I will link a video that Joe Hudson just posted about should I stay or should I go? And it's in regards to like careers and relationships. And he had some great insights there. So I'll link it in the description for anybody. But it is going to be challenging to move forward in this new reality. It's very painful in your body to accept a new reality because your nervous system has believed something for a long time. So when you decide to change that up, your body doesn't feel safe. So, with temperance coming out, I'm hearing you definitely need to be gentle with yourself. Sit with those challenging emotions that come up from these beliefs, right? Because if you have a belief that you're not worthy of having a different job, or if you believe that you're not a good child if you choose a career that's outside of your family's business, that can bring up emotions of unworthiness, emotions of guilt, resentment. It can bring up fear, disappointing others, fear of rejection. So while you're changing your reality and shifting your paradigm, be gentle with yourself. Allow these emotions to come through, but know that emotions are fleeting things. Look at the water here. Volcanoes erupt and then they go dormant. The water flows and flows. It's never still. This emotion is just a snapshot in time. And come back to the truth that you want to believe. Allow the emotions to arise, feel them, and then release them. Because when you do that, you don't get it stuck in your body. And that keeps you stuck in not being able to make choices. Makes more of those beliefs that you have to cut away. But once you choose, once you pick up your sword of truth, once you choose that your reality is going to change, a peace comes. Think of this angel. A peace arrives, and you feel it deep within you. You're safe enough to let your inner child roam. You're safe enough to follow your passions. Yeah. How do we reset our reality? This is going to sound so corny. From Frozen, by doing the next right thing, right? When you don't know what to do, what is the very next thing I can do that is the right thing for me? That little truth, that little T, the right thing for me. Baby steps, little steps. Because those little steps, if you never start, if you never change your life, if you never change your career, you know what to expect, I guess. You've been suffering through it this long. But when the time for a new truth has arrived, and that peace and that balance, and you're protected here. It's not like you're doing this alone. I talked about this in a previous reading. Ask for help. Ask for guidance. Ask for a specific sign if you have to, if you don't believe in it. Say, I want to see this, and give it a time frame by this point. And I'm telling you, you'll be amazed what comes through. We're going to pull one of these affirmation cards now. Okay, I got 3 cards. 4, because that one wanted to come to. All right, so this one is funny. My kids always complain when they're doing something that's hard. Oh, I can't do it. It's hard. And I look at them and I go, we do hard things all the time. Hard doesn't make it impossible, right? It just makes it challenging. But it says you are capable of hard effing things. She's not here to impress anyone. She's here to conquer. That goes with the first song I was talking about. Stand in your power. It's linked in the description. She's not here to impress. Yeah. Cut away any of those feelings where you think you have to impress someone. You're worried about what they're going to say about you. If you've sat with yourself, if you've really got to know yourself, you don't have to impress anybody because their opinion doesn't matter either way. You honestly get to a place where you're like, my opinion of myself doesn't matter because that's not who I am. I am done with self-doubt. It's my time to shine. Oh my gosh, if this does not go with this sun card, I don't know what does. I am done with self-doubt. It is my time to shine. And last but not least, I attract success and push away negativity. Oh, I love that. Yeah, so maybe these are some of the new truths you need to start embodying. You need to start living with. I attract success. What I put my mind to, I achieve. I don't fail. I learn. Any lesson is pushing me closer to my goal. Okay. I think that's all I got for today. If anybody would like a personal reading, let me know. All right. So we have Jazzy Bella coming back. Hey, girl, for her friend, Francesca. Let me clear out the deck, and I will go ahead and pull that. And then after that, I will do Pretty in Pink. I love how your username is Pretty in Pink, but you have a black background. It should be pink to go with Pretty in Pink. Why do you want to ruin your surprise, Pretty in Pink? Come on. Oh. Maiden, can we have guidance, please, for Francesca? What's coming towards Francesca in love? All right, Francesca, right away I'm getting that you're blocking something. I talked about this a couple of readings ago. You got the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. That's awesome. We can think that we're open to receive love. We can want it. We can desire it. We can think that's what we're doing. But if we actually look at our behavior patterns, we can see that we have been sabotaging our chance of receiving love, our chance of holding love. And so when I was shuffling, I was really having a hard time connecting with your energy. So I feel like you're not necessarily open. And it may not be to receive. I'm hearing it maybe you're not open to new experiences. And so you might potentially be hung up on somebody from the past. But we have the Knight of Pentacles for your first card. And the Page of Cups for your second card. So if you are hung up on someone from the past, I'm hearing it's time to let that go. There is obviously a new page in your romance, your romantic life that's ready to come forward, ready to surprise you. But you're delaying it because you are holding on too tightly to this from the past. You need to release with gratitude. You can honor that past relationship and say, thank you for letting me experience those moments. It's easy to remember the good moments. Sometimes it's not easy to remember the hard ones. But release that story and say, I'm going to take the wisdom from this relationship so I don't keep repeating the patterns. I'm going to take this wisdom and apply it in my future relationships. And you have to be very honest with yourself. I was talking about clarity and truth. Very honest with yourself in your part of the relationship, because you can't have a relation. You can have a relationship with yourself, but in romantic relationships, there's two parties. One person is never solely responsible for how a relationship turns out. So take that wisdom. Don't repeat the patterns. I'm not sure exactly what they are. I'm just hearing don't repeat the patterns. Because new love is ready for you. New love wants to find you. New love is ready to come in. I'm hearing it sweep you off your feet. But if you have the door bolted, they can't come in. And this could be from pain. You could have every reason in the world to fear letting someone into your heart again. But choose love. Choose to believe. We were talking about limiting beliefs earlier. Choose to believe that your reality can be completely reset. You are deserving of love, Francesca. And I can say that to you, and I can say it to any other person on this channel. And I will say it every day. But until you believe that, until that is your truth, until that is your reality, it can't be reflected back to you. They can't show up in your life until you are ready for it, until you're open to receive it, until you know deep down that it is yours. And it always has been, because you are love. Okay. So what I got for you, Francesca? Pretty in Pink. I don't want to ruin the surprise Pretty in Pink. I'm not going to lie. I really don't want to. I'm just asking the first question because I'm not going to be that person. He's being thoughtful and planning something nice for you. Don't go ruin it. Doesn't he deserve a genuine reaction from you? A genuine squeal of joy, a genuine smile, a genuine hug because you're so blown away by the thoughtfulness? Come on. Let's let him win. Set him up to win. All right. Is Pretty in Pink's boyfriend planning something nice for her or them together? Please, maybe. Ah! Okay. So what I just heard is he wants to plan so many things. Yeah. It's like gushing love. It's almost like there's too much for him to Yeah. Um it's almost like there's too many options for him to pick from. I feel like he's not sure what you're going to like the most. So he's weighing his options and trying to decide. He may even be like not testing you, but gauging your interest when you guys are going out in public, paying attention to what you're like picking up if you go to a store, or what you're smelling, or maybe like if he comes over, he may start like checking your perfumes or something. Yeah, but with the Ace of Pentacles, this is a big yes. Like, look at that. I feel like he already has like a gift for you, but he's trying to plan something. Like he wants to give you the gift at an event. So whether that's like a dinner or I don't know what it is. I told you I wasn't going to find out because I want you to be surprised. But he definitely already has a gift for you. Don't go looking for it. Let him surprise you. Okay? Gosh. I'll tell y'all. When Yeah, I get that. He might be avoiding you too because he doesn't want you to find the present. When my husband proposed to me, we went to my family goes to this hotel to go look at Christmas trees every year. And so he went with me and my family. And he would not stand near me the entire time. He was avoiding me like the plague. And I was so mad. I was pissed off at him. I was like, you are not spending any time with him. He's avoiding you right now. See, I'm telling you. Because he had my engagement ring in his pocket and he was afraid I was going to feel it. and like know what was going on. So yeah, I would just and also like I didn't know when he was gonna propose, but the dummy put the receipt under our bed and I was vacuuming and it got stuck in the vacuum and I'm like, what is this? And then I realized it was a receipt for a ring and I was like, oh, oh. So I knew it was coming, but I didn't like he pissed me off that day. I didn't know it was so maybe that might happen to you. You might have like a big fight and then he's like, why are you fighting? I had this romantic thing planned and yeah, we got the lovers. Look at that. Oh no, two of cups. Two of cups. Yeah. Yeah, he loves you, baby doll. Stop trying to ruin the surprises. Anybody else want a personal reading? I just read for Francesca and Pretty in Pink. Happy to offer a reading for you if you would be interested. You're welcome. Be patient with him while he's working. Some men do love work, right? They get pleasure in that. I mean, women do also, but a lot of times when people have to work more, they would rather be with you. So give them a little bit of grace and patience while he's doing it. All right. Does anybody else want a reading? I'm not sure. It might just be Jazzy Bella and Pretty in Pink here right now. Mm-hmm. Well, just think about it. Do you want to be at work or would you rather be spending time with him? You'd rather be spending time with him. As long as you're pleasant to be around, which I'm pretty sure you are. If he's getting you a gift, then he wants to be with you too. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to. Don't pray for patience, let me tell you that, because then you'll get all kinds of trials and tribulations sent your way. Don't recommend that. Just practice patience. Oh, honey, that's beautiful. That's what they want. That's all they want. Oh, I love that. I could tell too. You seem like a lot of fun. Your energy does. Are you your own peace? Are you your own peace? Where do you find peace, Pretty in Pink? Yeah, I get that. Um, I would say too, a lot of times we don't want to express our emotions because we feel like it's us coming across as needy or nagging or whatever. But if you're feeling something and you're concerned about it, even if you can recognize that you are overthinking, you can share that with him and be like, look, I feel like I'm overthinking, but I wanted to share this with you because it's bothering me and it doesn't feel good in my body. And you're important to me, and I want you to know what's going on in my body so you can know when I'm responding in certain ways. So I just wanted to make sure that you really are just busy, and I can respect that, and I can be here for you when you're not. But just so you know, it does bother me. Like you can share that with him because when we try to shove things down and not talk about them, that's being very masculine. That's managing your emotions. You don't need to manage anything. Yeah, that's beautiful. I'm glad you do. Well, do you want another reading? Does anybody else want another reading? Since I think it's just Jazzy Bella and Pretty in Pink. I'll tell you. I don't want to get too personal here. I know what you mean. I didn't I do time frames? Not normally, but I can just do an intuitive one if you want. For the present. I heard precipice in my mind. Like he's on the edge. Yeah, we got the Ace of Wands and the Three of Cups. Mm. Yeah, he is. He is. I almost feel like he wants to do it in front of people. Do you guys have like a friend group you go out with? Or are there people that you like that you're really close to? Oh, I'm not saying that. What's he waiting for? Let's see. Judgment. Originally, I felt like he was like waiting to have that intuitive like gut knowing that it's time to give it to you. But now I'm kind of hearing that he's waiting for a phone call. So he may be planning like this, like he, if it's a trip or something, maybe he's waiting to hear back from um, the people he's booking with, or if it's like, I feel like it has something to do with reservation. Reservations. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Mm. Please come back and let me know what it is. I'm really excited to find out what he gives you. All right. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and head out of here. If you guys would like readings, I'm excited too. Please let me know. That sounds awesome. What card is this? Temperance just popped out again. Don't work it up in your mind. I'm hearing like just be. Don't wait for it. Just go about your life. It'll come when it's supposed to come. I do feel like it's soon though. Um, and just be open. I was talking about that with Francesca. Make sure you're being open. All right. Well, guys, I just want to remind you on this channel, always come as you are and stay as you become. Bye, my darlings.